Franky points out that my face isn't working. Maybe he's born with it, but it's definitely not Maybelline. By Brandon Elrich. I was analyzing my stats the other day, nodding my head and pretending I knew the difference between sources like Direct and Substack app. Then I compared the hours I spend on writing with the amount I earned from paid subscribers. After creating a detailed spreadsheet, seriously, you think I did that? And a lengthy wailing and crying session, seriously, I did that. I came to the only logical conclusion. I'm fucked. But where there's a problem, there's always a solution. Since there are very few cliffs in this area to throw myself off, and I'm fresh out of ACME dynamite, I return to the drawing board, the proverbial one, because I suck at geometry and art, or wherever the hell you use a drawing board. I turn to writers I admire and pity. Maybe the ones with a kid who's kind of a jerk and gets them into a lot of trouble. This narrowed my selection down to Franky. I read an article by Claire where she wrote about branching out onto other platforms. I tried Medium, which worked for a while until they didn't want to hear any more of my gay shit, which led me to Substack. Then Claire said something that put it into perspective. My vast experience in tossing out about on writing platforms has taught me that readers like a face. They like to see the idiot they're reading. I'm one of the idiots to whom she's referring. I was confused, though, because I've been displaying my face and my body on my profile, in my articles, and on video. I've also posted on TikTok, but 2 out of my 3 top viewed videos didn't even show me. YouTube tells a similar tale. I finally realized what my problem has been. It's my face. When you watch people on live feeds on TikTok, have you ever seen an average-looking guy? I haven't. They're beautiful and have perfect bodies. This is obvious because they usually appear shirtless. Even on my best day, when the lighting partially eliminates the bags under my eyes, I've had enough sleep, and I'm wearing makeup, I'm average at best. I may be selling myself short. Nah, that's accurate. Who the fuck asked you? Anyway, most people like to look at pretty people. I'm no different. That's why I don't own mirrors. I either need a facelift, as Claire suggests, or I could start wearing masks. The problem is, I've already been on several live videos here on Substack, so everybody has seen the horror that can't be unseen. That's why I reached out to Claire. She told me about some of the perils of using her face online and attempted a few alterations to her picture for her article. Since my ugly mug has been plastered on Substack for a few months now, she basically confirmed my conclusion. I'm fucked. Thanks, Claire. The only thing I can do now is implore my followers and subscribers to use hypnosis so that every time they see my face, my image is replaced by Theo James. For those of you reading for the first time, skip the main image in the articles, in case I mistakenly plaster myself there. Subscribe to my podcast and listen to the audio versions of my live videos. If you don't heed my warnings, you might live a real-life version of the movie Bird Box and throw yourself in front of a moving bus because your brain can't handle what your eyes have absorbed. If you do listen to my advice, maybe I can finally gain more paid subscribers and afford a facelift. Then I can start confidently appearing wherever the fuck I please and screw the haters. On the other hand, I could save my money and become a sock puppet like the opinionated ogre. My new subscribers will be safe, but my old ones are screwed. They've probably already turned to stone anyway. If you enjoy listening to my podcast episodes, reading my articles, and or avoiding my face in live videos, please support me by becoming a paid subscriber. When you do, you'll gain access to my archive, all paywalled content, and you'll have an opportunity to collaborate with me on an article or join me on my podcast. Through the end of July, you can subscribe for $3 per month or $30 per year. It's a hot offer. You can click the button marked Hot July Offer. If you love me even more, subscribe at the full price of $6 per month or $60 per year. Click subscribe now. Either way, I'll be grateful. If you become a founding member, which I recently added, you can have even more say-so. I'll promote you or your pub every chance I get, and you can help me decide the direction my publication will go. Within reason. You can DM me for details if you're interested. Thanks!